Okay, this phone does feel kind of strange, this Galaxy S20 Plus. It feels a bit strange compared to what I'm used to using my old Galaxy S8 Plus, which I think in camera wise is a bit better than this. This is a bit strange the way it feels. But you know, you have to replace your stuff in order for it to work and properly. My Galaxy S8 Plus was showing a little bit sign of deterioration while uploading to Facebook. Had a lot of difficulties trying to upload to large files to Facebook, and it just wasn't performing properly, unfortunately. So, but technology mostly becomes shit over time, like it becomes badly designed. People change things for the sake of change, and they don't seem to have any concept of how to make it actually function seamlessly. And that's what I see with these companies like Samsung, and also the headphone jack, like the Apple's, has been annihilated. No more headphone jack for the S8, S20 Plus. It's done. They've copied what Apple have done. We're going to photocopy this. So yeah, you've got to accept. Unfortunately, you have to change things around because the companies just make it so difficult for you to stick to your guns and try to keep equipment going as long as you can. I always seem to go through a lot of kit, a lot of computers, phones, a photocopier. So yeah, this is my fourth phone, smartphone since 2012, since I started using them. So yeah, I'm going to see how that looks. Looks a bit backgroundy. I'm actually wondering if I should keep it as a positive image, actually. I don't know why I thought negative would be better. For some reason I thought that. We're just going to switch off text enhance. Or actually going to leave it on, and we're just going to switch that off. And we're going to just put in some background removal. But basically, yeah, it's really funny how technology is, you know, how the companies just want to extract the last dollar out of their customers, or out of consumers in general. It's all about greed and porkery. And yeah, and a lot of the shops that sell the mobile phones are currently closed because of coronavirus fears. So the coronavirus seems to be having an impact on large corporations as well as little doers. It's like you can't avoid it. When the coronavirus shit hits the fan, it hits the fucking fan and hits it fucking hard. It's a very aggressive virus. Seems to be the only thing we see in the news is about it. I don't watch television anymore. I haven't watched it for a while. I haven't watched it regularly for a while. I'm not interested in much of the shit that goes on. If I'm going to watch any news, I usually turn to social media, which often includes TV channels. So in a sense, I do watch a little bit of TV off my phone or my desktop, but I don't watch that much of it. I'm just not interested in all that shit and all that sensationalism and, you know, coronavirus this, coronavirus that. We have this happening at this minute in the coronavirus world. The coronavirus is it. The coronavirus did that. It is doing this. It's going to fuck us up. So keep tuned into the coronavirus morbidity channel. So yeah, it's like that. It has that feeling to it. You know, it's almost like something out of a sci-fi movie. This fucking coronavirus. It's happening. But, you know, what can we do about it, folks, except to follow the guidelines that we have set out by law. However much we don't want to have to socially distance or whatever, we have to do it. Anyway, that looks interesting. Wondering we're going to stretch that little bit down. Wondering what we're going to do with this. I'm actually thinking, I wonder if we can stretch that across. But basically, yeah, it's like the coronavirus is the most important thing, and it has been that way for the past couple of months. And I don't understand why we have to keep getting our serve of this stuff all the time. You know, why can't they report on things that are a little bit more positive to sort of help people cope and make people relax? Because we can't do anything much except follow these guidelines, these legal guidelines that we have to follow. So what can we do, you know, we can't do anything except to follow the law, basically, what we've been told we have to do to prevent the spread of this disease. So we can't really do much except to follow the rules and try to stick to them as much as we can without being sent totally bonkers. So without going totally bonkers, hand's starting to shake. This phone's a bit bigger than my S8 Plus, which is a disadvantage because even with that, the size of that thing, it was really shaky in my hand. Wondering, so yeah, I'm just wondering which one we're going to use. This one looks alright, but there's not much colour in it. But basically, yeah, we have to somehow think positive, folks. We have to somehow rise above this coronavirus pandemic. You know, there's we can only do what we can do, and that is to follow the legal and statutes that have been put out, and just continue to just socially distance and try to avoid going out whenever you can. It's sure not my thing. I don't like this. I mean, I like to dine out when I have a cup of coffee. I don't actually have food, but I like to drink my coffee in the restaurant. I love drinking in the restaurant. I love the restaurant experience, folks. But now it's been taken away because we have to. You know, otherwise too many people will get sick and die. And we can't have that happening in our world, as much as we like to still be dining in our favourite dig, if that's the right word for a restaurant, our favourite place. You can still get coffee, you can still get food, but only as takeaway. Only takeaway food and drink is allowed. So we have to fucking do that. I do tend to look for places to sit. Normally I sit on a bus stop bench. There's one of my coffee shops is not far from some seating, so I take my takeaway coffee to the bench and sit there. Wondering if we're going to enlarge it bigger or we're going to leave it like that. I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. But basically, yeah, we have to somehow rise above this dreadful disease, folks. We have to just be optimistic that it'll run its course in due course. That one day we'll be free of it. One day we can sing and love and care and have fun again. Just protect yourself, folks. I don't know what advice. I have no advice for financial issues. I know that I'm not an expert on that, folks. I can't do anything about it. I'm not a rich person myself. So, you know, I just don't have the advice or the knowledge I don't know how people are going to get out of this financially. There's a lot of people who wouldn't normally queue up for Centrelink support, and they're all queuing up now. And there's just so much overloading on the system, which is already overloaded anyway. So, I feel sorry for all those damn people. But, you know, we just have to hang tight, sit tight, and try our best to just follow the guidelines that have been set out and just try to keep safe and keep well. As I said, I don't know what to do financially. I have no answers to that. Anyway, let's see what we have. Okay. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, well, that looks quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.